How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to an exciting After Effects tutorial. So in this one, we'll be talking about the preview area. And the preview actually bar is something that's located on the right side of the screen here. And it's very useful for many things while you're working and previewing. Now, if you don't see it for whatever reason, you can go under Window and select here Preview or Control 3 to bring it up. Now, most of the time, you won't think about the preview too much because, let's say, for example, you're going to create solid here, and I'm just going to quickly scale it and create, let's say, something else here like a square, and you want to move the position. So you're going to say position and create another keyframe here. So you have some movement, right? And most of the time, what you'll do is you will press the space bar to preview your animation, right? So this preview is actually what happens when you press the shortcut spacebar, right? So by default, it's set on spacebar. You can decide to include to play the video in the preview. You can decide to play the audio or not play the audio. You can show the overlays if there are some overlays, but most importantly, you can change the loop here. So do you want to play it once or you want to continuously loop the animation? So if I, for example, I'm shortening here the time, let's put it to, let's say like this, 1 second to show you this. And you see now it plays, it stops. I mean, it plays and pertaining to what your keyframes are doing. So it stops here and then it loops constantly the same animation over and over. If I were to change this to just play once, it plays and it just stops and resets to where it was, right? So this is something that can be useful in terms of your animation previewing and what you want to actually preview. You can cache before the playback, which means that it will start the entire animation once it's cached. You can see the cache here, it's like a green line, and you will have, when you have a lot of layers or many effects applied, most of the time it will appear red. So do you want to preview as it's, rendering each of the frames into the RAM, or you want to wait for all the frames to be cached and then play the animation? This is what this toggle here does. The range, you can decide where you want. Do you want the work area or the work area extended by the current time or the entire duration or a specific set duration you can choose from. You can say play from the current time or the start of the range that you've defined here. You can change the frame rate. You can say I want to skip every 5 frames and put the resolution to quarter. And let's say that if now you're playing it, you can see that now it's skipping every 5 frames and shows you an animation that looks less smooth, but it's skipping the frames. So maybe sometimes you might need this if you want to see something faster. All right. So, once you click spacebar again, it stops. So this is the preview area. And this concludes our lesson regarding the preview.